You know Power BI, but still you have lots of questions in your mind. How does it happen? Why it happens? How can I do that? This is the series for you. Subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to get the notifications. Hello and welcome to another video of Abstract Thesis series, and in today's video we want to have a look how can we get a splitted P&L or a balance sheet. Now, I have already done a video where we have done how we can show a balance sheet, how we can have the particular order, how we can have spaces in between. So please watch that video because the setup is same. I'm going to explain that setup a little bit here and what kind of output we are looking forward. But it is my advice that you have a look at the older video. That will help you a lot. So now let's quickly look at what exactly I wanted here. So I wanted this kind of a splitted view where one of the side is basically the income side and one of the sides is basically expense side. Now profit, I am knowingly put it on this side, but this is just a number game. You'll understand how this is going to come. Is going to be a number game. We can decide how it's going to come out. And same way there is another side which is there. Now here there is a little bit of display which is there, which is saying account PL, account PL. You don't know income and expense. Now here what we have done in this another one, in the table visual we say display, then we say income account, income, expense account and expense. We have divided it a little bit. Now there is a little bit of conditional formatting in this one. I have not done, but we can do it. So we can also try that out. Now to get this data, and we already got this in our last video. Now to get this thing, what we have with us is basically this data. So the data is this data. Basically we have different accounts and there are amounts year wise which is present here. Now this is my original display from where I got inspired in my Excel sheet, which actually is going to give me, so it contains the logic and the formulas which I'm not going to create in this video. I want to just show you the formula which is going to give us this. Okay, so these are some of the things which are there. So these formulas are already been calculated in my Power BI file. Now P&L account, this is the most important thing which I have done, and using the account dimension. This is my account dimension which is originally coming from the source, and it doesn't have many accounts. It doesn't have these many display account like this, these accounts it was not having, and spaces also, these spaces account. So what I've done, I created these accounts, and if you see here, these account IDs are different. First of all, it is really important to have these account IDs. Secondly, these account IDs I'm trying to create after my all accounts end. So I'm not having more than 10,000 accounts. After 10,000 I've given the ID. ID is must, and then I've given them the unique order. Now when I initially loaded it, though I have created, this is 1 space account, this is 2 space account, this is 3 space account, Power BI made it all 0 spaces. So what I've done is, initially when I loaded my data, I loaded it without spaces and sorted account on order ID. And then I again loaded it. You can watch my old videos. So PL category has a sort order this, account has a sort order of this. Now what I've done is, again I've splitted account display into, you can see 1, 2, 3, and then you see here 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is my left side. So this display is nothing but the sequence number of my display on the left and right. In the left and right hand side, what is my order of display? That's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to use this display inside my visualization, because the reason is this is the only key I'm going to have now, because my account is also going to become a major. And then the column display is second thing, which is basically separating my income account or your assets and liabilities, which is going to have this 111. So basically what is going to be the income side, or what is going to be the expense side, or what is going to be asset side, or what is going to be liability side is the disk column, and the display is the order. And again this is unique. Now what you want to put against each other, they are having the same number. So in this case the COGS is going to come against the sales of good sold. So that manner these account numbers are there. So if, and in my case I've just given the sequence number, but it's not necessary. You can jump around a little bit, okay, isn't it? So like in this case, this is 6 and 7. I can make it 6 and let's say operating profit as let's say 8. Okay, so I want 8 instead of this one. Now, but somewhere we have to make sure both the side, one of the sides should contain those continuous number, because if both the sides are missing, it may actually end up missing that number. we will see whether we have already used the +0, but this is not coming from a dimension. So if the number is missing, it's going to miss out. Okay, separate dimension is not there. This is the separate dimension. Now once I've done that, I loaded this data into the Power BI. Now I go to the file which is right now not complete, not having those visualization, and I'm having this GL joined to my original account table as one to many, and PL and account is many to many. However, one to many should be possible in this case, but because whenever we use the extended dimension, there are chances that extended dimension have many to many join. So many to many join, filtering the extended dimension, filtering the original dimension. That's how we configure it always. Okay. Now if you go here into this view, you will see that account has a sort column. Now don't change it right now because that configuration will go away. Okay, because we have done little bit of cheating. Look at the last experiment, last video, and the PL account, and now this is my display account. Now I already have created a major which is going to give me, and this is how my major look like, and I have certain color major also. So PL total is my major, which I actually created on another major, which is basically the PL amount. So PL amount was nothing but sum of the GL account. GL is my table, and with +0. So that you know the dimension is going to do a join with the left join with the dimension. I'm going to get all the members even if they have a 0 value. That's what it's going to do. And then I went ahead and created this one. So I said, okay, account number 3, it does not exist. For that you do bring in the sum of 1 and 2. Account number 10, you bring in the sum of these. Account number 11 is subtraction of this and this. Account number 15 is subtraction of 1 and 2 and these and these. And account number 18 is subtraction of these and this. And then PL account, so it given me. Then I created certain color majors, which is basically coloring and hiding certain things. So this is what I've done. Now what I'm going to do here is, let me copy this. Let me duplicate actually the first page. Let's call this as PNL. And this is, let's say, splitted PNL. We are going to have 2 versions, so let's have one of them and let's make it a little bit smaller right now. So right now I just want to focus on the 1 year. So I'm going to take out this year from here. So I don't want to focus on that year. Okay. The second thing which I don't want here is basically I want here the row or 1 and 2 has to come on the top, and then these accounts has to split. So first of all, these accounts, what I need to do is I need to do a little bit of change. So I need to bring these accounts to the majors. Now once I bring account to the major, the PLN category is not going to hold anything. So I'm going to remove the PLN category also. And I go here and I bring this display order. So now you see the moment I bring in the display order, you started seeing this number. But this is not something which we wanted actually, isn't it? We wanted 2 of them, and the 2 of them will come when I bring in this, the display column, the columns which I wanted to display 1 and 2. So the moment I do 1 and 2 and you start seeing that, you know, this is sales of good revenue and the total, and then you see these things are coming out and this number is coming. Now you might be asking, you made it 8 and why it is coming into this. And when it did not came, I realized that here there is a flow problem. This is what we should say 7 and this is what we should say 8. So the space goes up and this comes down. So let's do it again once more. So we have removed this conditional formatting, and let's now refresh the data. Now we can see there is a space. Now 0 is there. Okay, so we have corrected it because the sequences was wrong. So we have got it. Now let's do the background. So the background, again we need yellow and the white. So again do the background conditional formatting. So this is not the category color. We need the PL BK color, and we need the PL font, the font color also. So now you can see the things are coming, and we have actually also able to move them at different places. Like here, this space is coming. I am able to see operating profit here and profit after tax and all those. So little bit of play around, and then if you doesn't like this different colors of the line, you can go ahead into the visualization and you can say, okay, I want it to be minimal. So it looks like this. Now let's duplicate this, and let's, in this page, let's delete this, and in this page we delete this. Now let's make this table visual a little bit bigger. Now what would happen here is when we try to achieve the other one, the challenge in the other one is the table visual doesn't have that columns for you. Okay, so this is not going to help us. So table visual doesn't have column. Okay, it only has the fields and rows. So what we can't do here is basically we can't use this same logic what we have done for the matrix. Now we can bring in this display here and mark it as not summarized. We will get these 1 to 8 numbers, and you can see these numbers we are getting, they are not getting coming to. So what we need to do here is we need to actually go and now create account as a measure, revenue as a measure, and all those as a measure now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is quickly I will tell you what I'm going to create a measure as. So I will say income measure. What is my income measure? Income measure is nothing but so one is income account and one is income measure. So income measure is basically calculate the total PL total. That's what we got, the total. Calculate the PL total, filter PL account, where PL account display column is equals to 1, isn't it? It was 1, and we'll see what happens in that case. And before I do it, let me also create an expense measure. And this is 2. So let me bring in income measure here, and let me bring in expense measure here. Income, I want expense, I now want income. This only separating the accounts, but we also need accounts as a measure now. So let's go ahead and create income account and expense account. So income account is minimum. It's a measure now. Expense account is again a measure now. Now let's remove all the older things. Now this is income and expense which is coming in. Now grand total we will deal with grand total. We are not interested in grand total right now. So I bring in income and income measure together. I bring in expense here, and I bring in expense account in also along with it. So income accounts and expense account. Now we got it. Now here if you want to do formatting, now understand one thing, the display of this and this is different. So the formatting of this and this is going to be little bit different. So what I want here is basically this should be white, this should be yellow, isn't it? The font, the background color should be, see background is white already. This font, for this I want the background as yellow. Okay, so and the same is not going to apply. So I need different measure. So one measure which I need is income BK color. What is income BK color is? So in this case, and this is kind of, you know, based on what we are getting in true, and we know what is blank and what is not blank. Okay, so what we are saying here is, now only display. We are talking about only display. Max PL account display in what all is yellow is needed? 3. We need 1 yellow for 7 and we need 1 yellow for 10. So all these are yellow, rest are, but rest we can leave. Okay. And then font color, what all places you need white font color? You need it for 4 and for 8. So for 4 and 8 you need white. Rest let leave it right now. But if you are using some kind of theme where this is not suiting, you can have the exact colors which you want. So now let's go ahead and try that out. So we go to the formatting of this table. Again, we have to go to the cell elements. In the cell elements, income measure is something where I want to do. Income measure, the foreground color, we say field value, and this is field value which is helping us out a lot. We bring in the income color. So income background color, hopefully this is the background where we are doing. Yes, that's correct. And we have done it on the income account. We have to also do it on income measure. So income measure, we go ahead and do that. Field value, income, BK color. Now in the income measure, again let's do the font color, field value, let's search for income, font color. So now you don't have those zeros here, the numbers are there. Similar way we have to create for expense. So let me quickly do only the background color. So we go here and we say expense BK color. What are the expense background colors? So we have this 6 and 8 only, isn't it? 6, 8. Okay, and font what we want? So in the font we want 7, 9 and 10 as white. 7, 9 and 10 as white. So let's now color this side also. Cell elements. Now income measure we already done. Let's start with expense amount. Account. Expense account only needs the background color. So we go to the field value and search for expense background color. It's fine. Now talk about expense measure. Again background color. Again field value, expense BK color. Let's color the font also. So now you got this divided into 2 parts. So it is only display which is doing this, and I don't need the totals, isn't it? So totals are not needed. So we can go ahead and in the properties we can switch off the totals, search for total, switch off the total, we don't need it. Okay, and in case you need total, use is in scope or is filtered and you will be able to get that. It's not that you can't bring in whatever total you want. Both the sides, whatever total you want to show some total, go and use is in scope, not is in scope, not as in scope, all your view bys, all your group bys, all the field which are grouping it, you say that these are not in scope. In case of table, it's pretty easy. Any field you give which is group unsummarized or not summarized, and all of them will go out of scope only in grand total. Okay, and in case of matrix, you have to check for the lowest level. The level 3 is going to be out of scope. Sorry, level 1 is going to be the out of scope in the grand total only. Level 2 and 3 will out scope at level. So we have level 1, level 2 and level 3, means from up to down. So level 3 will go out scope in level 2, and level 2 will go to out scope when level 1 total is getting displayed. So level 1 is going to go out scope when actually the grand total is coming. So in that manner you can check it out. But right now you have a way where you want to split your PNL into two different manner, and let's call it as PL table split. That was a matrix split, and this is a table split. Now here what I also done is basically in the other one which I've shown, I actually renamed it as account here, manually enter, and instead of PL total you can simply call it total. So you can do the visual level renaming if required, and can have a look at it. The challenge with the matrix is you can't right now do the conditional formatting on the colors, but you can do it on the so you can't do it here, but you can do it here also, isn't it? Because if you go here and you go to the cell elements, because now it is account, both account as well as the totals both are majors only, so you can go ahead and do a field value color here. Okay, so you can do a coloring here because of the reason it is a major, and you can color the major. Now you can't color that 1 2 3, and anyway we don't need that coloring. So similar kind of output we got in the table as well as in the matrix visual. Now one more thing which you can do here is you can fix those things a little bit so that they don't change over a year. And there is one thing which we can do once I given this space and everything sorted it. You can go here and say auto, and auto adjust size is off. Now what would happen when you switch between the years? This is not going to change the layout much. So go ahead and try this out, and do let me know what else you want me to show in this particular series. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you. Keep watching, keep asking questions in comments, subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you can get notification for new videos. Thank you.